What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. Now, I don't know if you know what's going on in the world today, and I mean mainly what I'm looking at is the U.S. economy, and the markets don't look great, right? I'm talking about things that are moving like that move consistently upwards, right? That you see over the long period. You tend to see that consistency, right? But we're not seeing that now. We're seeing everything drop, everything fall. And I wanted to give you a little bit of an update, kind of I guess, a mid-month update while I just did my previous month and talked about where my dividend portfolio was. I want to show you where my dividend portfolio is and how much it's actually down. So before we get into this, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos, and also make sure you check out any of the links that I have down below, for Robinhood or Webull if you guys want to support the channel in any way. Now, I'm going to show you guys where I stood, right? I just recently put out a video, or 11 days ago, or maybe actually 7 days ago, where I went through all of my dividends. And currently that account, or not currently, but that account was sitting at $157,483.62, which we were seeing a little bit of negativity at those times, and I was ready to throw more money in there. So it wasn't necessarily the most down, but it wasn't the most up either. But overall, I saw it was like a 4 or 5% gain in the end, which is fantastic if I'm looking at it over the long period, right? I would love to see 10% per year, but we understand that this year has been kind of weird. So I was happy with 5%. However, that 5% is gone, right? The 5% gain is gone, and incoming a 5% loss over that time. So if we go into my Robinhood account, my current account sits at $140,860.90, or give or take, cents or dollars, right? The change is crazy. Today I'm down about $700 plus, which I did look at it this morning and I was down a lot more. So it's great to see that it has kind of come back from being down, 2,000 or almost 2% in the last day, down below 140. To now being above 140. But if we look at how things have functioned over the past week, I'm down by $17,939.95, right? Again, give or take, because the market's open, so it's going to continue to make moves. I'm down 11.3% in the past week, in the past 7 days. If you don't know what's going on, the reason why we're seeing all of this happen is because of the tariff war, right? The ridiculous tariffs that are basically on every industry, on every country, and it's all hitting our companies, right? The companies that are U.S. companies that are going to have to kind of raise prices for people, and everyone knows that. People are panicking, and companies are panicking, and I see that Ford is threatening that they're going to go like overseas, as well as other companies threatening the same thing. It's just not something that we want to see, right? Not something that I want to have happen with everything that I've worked for in the past year plus. It's all taken away in just a matter of a second, right? It seems that, well, 7 days, let's say. Things have come down pretty far from, again, the 100, what I would have had, 159,000, almost 160, all the way down here to where we are today at 140,946. Now, understand that I'm not worried about this, because I understand that the markets will have that consistent movement as long as I'm invested into things that are in the broader market, right? You're investing into the broader market because you see those crashes, but eventually you see things that flourish throughout the years. And I don't expect to sell it anytime soon. I expect to add more to it and honestly average into it, add more as much as I can, because this will give me my opportunity to buy more SCHD or many other positions that I really want to buy. But again, down 18,000 is not something you want to see happen before your eyes. In the last month, I'm down $23,120.53, down 14%. This takes away all of the gains that I've had over that time period, right? Over, I think it was 2023 October 2023 to where I started my dividend portfolio. Saw all these gains to where I was up 11%, then got to a point where it was 2025 and I was up overall about 5 or 6% on a larger portfolio. While seeing some that has come back, it still gives me the opportunity to buy more. No way did I expect this much of an effect, right? The tariffs are having a horrible effect on the entire market. And not just the stock market, but also the crypto market and many other sectors as well. This is from what I heard and what I'm reading and watching. This is one of the worst crashes we've had since 2020, where things did end up pushing back up, and it was great to see those times. And many people invested at the lows and found ways to gain a heck of a lot. And I hope that could be the same thing. But it looks like it's just going to continue. It looks like we're just going to see more and more of this. And it's not something I like, right? The last 3 months, I'm down by 8%. Again, year to date, I'm down by 10%. The last 365 days, 7%-ish. And all history, I'm down by 6%, or $9,262 and some odd cents, right? So not looking good compared to where I started and where I was going, right? Everything was going in the right direction, and now everything's kind of way, way lower. So what moves am I looking to make? As I see all this opportunity in front of me, what moves do I really want to make? And what moves are you guys going to make, right? I'm going to tell you that right now, I don't have a lot of cash to throw into this account, and I wish I did. Every time that I have a lot of cash, things are maybe at a midpoint, maybe at a little bit of a lower point, but definitely not the lowest point that it could possibly be. So during these times, I need to find a way to put some money to the side, but I never like to leave money just sitting there, not growing, not gaining interest, not being a part of the markets. I really don't like to have that. So this is why during these times, I don't really have much. I don't really have much to invest. And also, you're not seeing much activity on the revenue generating side. So I'm not generating as much revenue as I would if the markets were thriving. So it's kind of weird in that way. But these are the moves that I'm looking to make. I want to get up to 2,000 shares of SCHD. And seeing that SCHD is down by 13 or 14%, that's a move that I want to make. And I'm probably going to make a separate video on this and talking about where it stands right now and what my cost basis is. Because my average cost basis is $27.56. But I would love to get it down to $24, which would be difficult because I have 1,000 plus shares and about $35,000 worth of SCHD. I also have recently already made a move into Target. I bought another 1,000 shares of Target, or $1,000 worth of Target, and $1,000 worth of Nike. And I do expect to make some other moves, maybe into FDVV, or even throw some into JP Morgan. Where's it at? JEPI. So get me up to about 500 shares of this, because I don't know how far this has come down in the past week. It looks like it's down about 10% in the past week. So it gives me an opportunity to buy a decent amount. If I wanted to get 100, it could cost me, about $5,000 or so. If I got 10, it would be $510. 1,000 or 100 would be that $5,000 plus dollars, which I already have about $20,000 invested in there. I'm down $2,600 on this. So things aren't looking good for my portfolio, but I'm not stressing it, right? I understand what the mindset needs to be. Time in the market beats timing the market. So the only thing that I look at when it comes to timing the market, when I'm not focusing on day trading, is investing or dollar cost averaging in on the low spots, which would be right now. So this is the time. Guys, let me know where your portfolio is. Is it at a great spot or is it at a bad spot? Let me know in the comment section below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.